Welcome to the Iferia TechCast, where we bring you all things science, engineering, technology, and innovation. Today, we are joined by Ashwin Madhavan, the co-founder and CEO of vidBoard AI, an AI-powered platform that turns text into professional videos using digital avatars and multilingual voice synthesis. With over 12 years of experience in online education and product development, he is on a mission to make advanced video creation technology accessible to everyone. He's also an author and a global thinker who draws insights from history and diplomacy. In this episode, we'll explore the architecture behind AI video generation and how to build complex technology that feels simple and user-friendly. So, Ashwin, welcome to the show. It's
Thank you,
a pleasure
Ezekiel.
to have you here.
Pleasure is all mine. Thank you.
All right, so let's dive in quickly. Your journey spans over 12 years in online education to now leading an AI video startup. So, for you, what was the pivotal insight from your time in education that made you realize the world needed a tool like vidBoard AI?
All right. I started my first venture, as you said, an online legal education company along with a friend and a mentor. We were doing pretty well along the lines of many other online education companies, completely bootstrapped. And we trained about 50,000 students in and about, I would say, 4 to 5 years of our operations. And then the pandemic hit. And when the pandemic hit, everything went haywire. And for a business model like mine, I had to go around and meet lawyers to request them to take online lectures because I had an online legal education company. So it got very difficult for me to get in touch with folks in the legal fraternity to take online lectures because I had to go to their offices and record the lectures in front of them and re-record them and edit them and then upload it online. So that's when this idea struck that how about we use artificial intelligence and create digital twins of these professionals and help them take their content online. And this happened around the time when Enhelion, that's my education company's name, Enhelion, that company was going through this a phase where everything was going great, but then I could see the end. The end meaning I knew that online education in the COVID space is a bubble. It is going to explode. So I
Hmm.
had to figure out an alternative source of income for myself, and of course, for for creating something really new. I decided to start vidBoard along with a friend of mine who is an AI researcher. And the brief that I gave him was very simple. I said that I want a tool that can create AI avatars from a photograph. That was the mandate I gave him. And he looked at me for a couple of minutes and he said that, yeah, it's possible, but Ashwin is going to take some time. I said, how much time? 1 month, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. He said, no, it's going to take a lot of time. I do not know. So I looked at him and I said, let's get it. Let's get done with it and let's see where it goes. Tushar, his name is Tushar. He and I were in different countries. I was in Norway and he was in India. He and I were, exchanging emails, discussing stuff on online, and eventually I came back to India in somewhat April, May 2021. And we incorporated the company. Yeah, it's been now 4.5 years, and we are a profitable bootstrapped startup. Haven't taken any outside funding and will never take outside funding. We believe in running a bootstrapped kitchen style business, very small, and we have succeeded so far. So far, we have succeeded. I do not know what is going to happen in the future, but yes, we are pretty okay now. This is my story. And yeah, apart from that, I'm a trained lawyer. I have written 3 books, like you mentioned in your introduction, all published books, not self published, but published by leading publishing companies across the world. One of them
Yeah,
has been translated into Mandarin as well, in Chinese. So I'm yeah, I like traveling. I love history, diplomacy, and I read a lot. So this is me in short.
great. That sounds like a really fantastic journey, Ashwin. So, for the engineers and developers listening, what does the core tech stack for generating a video from text look like? How do you orchestrate AI models for avatars, voice synthesis, and video rendering to work seamlessly together?
It's a combination of a lot of things. Most of it is confidential, so I cannot in detail explain how the
Yeah,
technology
yeah.
works, but I can tell it to you in basic common terminology, which I understand because I'm a non-technical guy myself,
Mm,
which is that we have been using uh, AI lip sync model, which we have developed in-house, which which has been trained upon more than 100,000 hours of people speaking in different languages. And we have used that to bring about our own uh, small lip sync model. We call it vidBoard language and lip sync, VBLals. That's what we call it. And the idea was to um, use it on top of a photograph. And to our surprise, it did really well. Of course, there were many iterations that took place along the lines. And through many trials and errors, we finally came to a conclusion that this model works. And then one fine day, we decided to test it in a motion video where a person is standing in front of a camera and just moving his head and moving his hands instead of a still photograph. And our model worked perfectly well. So in the industry, we are right now at 99% lip sync accuracy at the moment. So that is
wow.
something that we are quite proud of, and everything has been done in house. Nothing has been outsourced, or I would say uh, we have not taken any APIs from from any other software. It's all done in house. That's that's something that we have been doing. With regard to voice, we use APIs, of course, from 11 Labs and Microsoft Azure, OpenAI. And for the tool, we have created a Canva kind of a video creation platform where people can come and select different avatars of different races, be it
Mm,
Asia, Africa, North America, Middle East, China, the Oriental people. So it's a combination of many different people with different skin color and different accents. So it's a combination of everything. So vidBoard in a way is a all-in-one video creation platform. It's not just avatars, it's everything video. Like even we are also about to launch prompt to video where a person types a prompt and out comes a video. So all those things are also in the pipeline, which will be coming up soon.
interesting. So, Ashwin, one of the biggest challenges I think must be making complex AI feel simple and accessible. So, what was a key user experience decision that you made early on that helped bridge that gap between the powerful technology underneath and the user-friendly interface on top?
All right. So see, we built our tool in public. We never kept anything hidden. So the first MVP we launched sometime in the month of August 2021, and we refined it and we launched our first version 1, which was non-commercial again. We were not making money out of it on producthunt.com. I'm sure people, your audience would know what Product Hunt is. Product Hunt is a platform where people can showcase their software and they can ask the public to vet the software and give their thumbs up that this software is great. So we introduced our tool on Product Hunt and we got the number one product of the day for that particular day. So people voted for our product and we got the number one position for that particular day. So that was a
Wow,
validation. And then it took us about a year to become completely commercial. So it took us from inception to the first commercial version, it took us 3 years. 3 years. And then when we started making money out of it, we got a lot of feedback from our initial user base, and we launched our tool on a lifetime deal, not on
Mm.
monthly subscriptions. So on a lifetime deal, what happens is it's a trade-off. You're giving a user, paid user, something which is not perfect, but we are promising that it is going to become better day by day.
Yeah.
Technically, took we made a promise to our user base that we will be an alternative to one of the biggest competitors in our industry. But yes, give us time and you have access to the tool for life. So we succeeded in doing that. And even today, we are running lifetime deals on our platform because that is making a lot of business sense to us. Otherwise, there'll be a lot of churn. So we decided to focus only on the lifetime deal model. So far, we have succeeded and we are profitable. So what more can an entrepreneur want? He's profitable from day one. So that's what we have been doing.
Yeah. So,
Yes.
Ashwin, I'm curious about the avatars. So, how do you create and manage a library of digital avatars that look realistic and can express emotion? And
All right.
what are the ethical considerations that you have to navigate?
See, most of the AI avatars that we have are digitally created. So they don't exist in the real world. The photographs that we have are all digitally created AI generated humans. So they don't exist. So that's something that is a positive. I mean, there is no way, there's no reason for us to focus on the ethical side of things for the moment.
Okay. All right.
Now, with regard to the users, even users can create their digital avatars. It's not just we providing them digital avatars. Even like you, if tomorrow Ezekiel wants to create a digital version of yourself, you
Mm,
just have to upload your front facing photograph or a front facing video of yours doing
mm,
certain human actions. And my model will create talking avatar out of it. And that avatar you can use on vidBoard only. And of course, you can use it to create content. Now, when it comes to realism, sync is 99% accurate for English and of course for other major world languages. African languages, some of them, yes, like Afrikaan, Swahili, yes, we saw a good um, uh, lip sync accuracy. But Arabic, obviously, it's pretty good accuracy, but I do not. French, obviously, again, it's pretty good accuracy. But for the local languages in Africa, which are common in Africa, we have not yet tried. And when it comes to the ethical side of things, as long as you, the user, is using that avatar for creating decent content, it's you who has to take that decision whether you want to take, whether you want to create a good content out of it or a bad content. Winboard is not responsible there. That's what we tell our users. And one more thing, just wanted to add this here. People are overestimating what AI can do. AI can only do so much at a particular price point. So
mm.
if you are providing me with a lifetime deal, money, $100 or $200 for a lifetime deal, you cannot expect me to provide you with a Sora kind of technology. Doesn't work like that. We are providing you with. I'll put it like this. In Lagos, the best hotel is the Ritz Carlton. Assume there is a Ritz Carlton on the bay area. Okay. So now people go to the Ritz Carlton to have a nice meal, or they come from all over the world to stay in that beautiful, luxurious hotel right at the bay, which is right opposite the Atlantic Ocean. Now there is another hotel next door which is offering the same view but at one third the price.
Mm.
Quality is the same or slightly lower. I would prefer that, not the Ritz Carlton. So I'm targeting an audience who cannot afford monthly subscriptions but who can afford a lifetime deal and not crib about it. Because there are certain kinds of customers out there who will want perfection from a lifetime deal platform, but they will not be willing to pay me a monthly subscription. Whereas a monthly guy would not want to join a lifetime deal because he will not be happy with the quality, etc., etc. So I'm focusing on an audience which does not have enough money to spend on certain tools, and they're always looking for cheaper alternatives. So I'm a cheaper,
Yeah,
decent alternative to the big guns out there. I am not a direct alternative to the big guns. I'm a cheaper, decent
yeah,
alternative. And I prefer that.
yes, yes, yes. It's more like, the optimize option between the cost and efficiency. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's not as good or on par with the bigger models out there, but yeah, when you compare it with the cost you are offering it at, it's very much preferable and
exactly. Yeah.
optimal.
I will say that our users, majority of our users are not finicky about quality. They are like, if it is good, we will take it.
Mm,
And we are not providing bad quality. I mean, we are 4.8 stars, 4.9 stars on all the review platforms out there. So we must be doing something right. I mean, if you were bad, we would be out. We would be getting a 1 star or a
yeah,
0 out of
yeah.
5 star. But a 4.5, 4.8 star is pretty decent out of 5. Pretty
Sure,
good.
sure is. So, Ashwin, is there ever a scenario where, you know, um, the AI produced a result that was completely unexpected or perhaps humorous? So, if there was a case like that, could you kindly share with us? And also, what did that, specific occurrence teach you about the technology that, a perfect output never could?
See, when it comes to lip syncing is our technology. So initially, we tested our lip sync on a front facing chimpanzee, and
Wow.
the monkey spoke. The monkey spoke in English, German, French. Now, for many, it was like funny, but then for some people, they found it offensive. Now, why did they find it offensive? Is because inadvertently, we had placed the monkey around certain African American photographs. We didn't realize it that we are making a mistake. So somebody came and abused us online. So I
Mm,
intervened and I spoke. I said, it's a mistake. It was not a deliberate thing. So there were two sides to it. People were appreciating that a monkey can speak, but then there was an audience which said, no, this is not okay. So we immediately removed the monkey completely, because that is something that I, as a colored man, will not accept that I'm racist. I'm not. I myself look like a monkey. My hair is not there. I look like a monkey myself. I, so I didn't like it that somebody's accusing me. So there is a positive thing to it and there is a negative thing to it as well. So that's
mm,
something that I have learned the hard way.
interesting. So you have bootstrapped your company. So for the founders listening, what is one key lesson that you learned about building a capital efficient, product focused tech company outside of the traditional Silicon Valley ecosystem?
Ignore the noise. Delete LinkedIn from your platforms, from your phones and your laptops.
Wow.
It's too much noise. Too much noise. Too much nonsense going on. Oh, I did this, I raised 1 million, 10 million, 20 million. It's all borrowed money.
Hmm.
You're borrowing money. That's what you're doing, right? That's not yours. You have to return it. You have to return the money back to your investors, or the investor will say bye bye. What do you want? You want control of your own destiny, or you want somebody to say, dance on your heads and all the time and say, do this, do this, do this, do this. Why do we all become entrepreneurs? We become entrepreneurs because we want freedom of choice, freedom of decision making power, and of course, creating wealth. So if I were the young founders out there, I would say that treat your startup as your own physical baby, your best friend, your sister, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, and pamper it as much as possible.
Mm.
Eventually, eventually, your baby will return the favor. If it doesn't, if it doesn't, but at least you have learned the hard way. And in this world, whatever people may say, running a bootstrapped startup is in itself a very brave thing to do because there's no fallback. You're doing it just going all guns blazing without figuring out whether you have anything in your rear. And that for me is something very brave to do. And I am proud to say that I am one of them doing that. So bootstrapping is something which people should do till a level. If they feel that, why I'm saying that is because if you have a bootstrapped startup, you will get more respect and you'll have a much better bargaining power when it comes to valuation, when it comes to seeking more capital from the investor. If you're making money, if you have just an idea and you start going around asking for money, people will just grab your ideas and they'll think of it as their own, and you as the founder will be kicked out. So best is to conserve, be as frugal as possible, and think of running your startup as if you are running your house, like you're budgeting everything. Like for this, I will use this many naira. For this, I will use this much naira. For this, I must use this much franc, US dollars, this much Canadian dollars. So it has to be, you have to always keep calculating. Whereas when it comes to a funded startup, it's not your money, so you keep spending. And when you spend, suddenly there's no money left. What do you do? Then you go back to the investor and beg for more money. And the investor says, I won't give you. What do you do? Shut shop. So what do you want? You want to shut shop or you want to continue to grow? That choice the founder has to take.
All
That's what
right.
I would say.
Yeah, yeah, great one there, very insightful. So, looking at the future, Ashwin, what would you say is the next big leap in AI video technology that will move beyond what's possible today?
Right now, we are at the very nascent stage of AI video creation. So, like right now, what you're seeing with these large language models that OpenAI and other companies have launched, prompt to video. Right
Hmm.
now, the maximum length of a prompt to video is 5 seconds, or let's say 10 seconds. Now, that will increase to say 5 minutes or 10 minutes in the next 5 years or so. And eventually, when you and I turn 50 years old or 60 years old, hopefully, there'll be a time where people will be making movies from typing. You just need a laptop and a story and good writing skills. The video will be out in minutes, but it'll be
Hmm.
expensive for small time entrepreneurs to create such stuff. But then AI is going to reduce the cost and the number of minutes to create a video masterpiece. It's going to
Hmm.
take some time. It's not going to be like tomorrow or day after. And even if it happens tomorrow or day after, it will not be for the common people. It is going to be for the rich enterprise companies like Warner Brothers or Columbia Pictures who will be willing to spend so much money.
Yeah.
But for you and I, people like of our age group and people who are solo entrepreneurs or co-founders of running small ships, it'll be difficult. So it's going to take some time, but eventually that will happen.
Hmm. Interesting, interesting. That's a really futuristic picture you just, gave there. I can't wait to actually see AI being used in the filmmaking industry. I mean,
It's
sounds really
already being
cool.
made by them.
Oh wow.
It's already being done. And especially in small ads, in the advertisement world, people have started using AI used for motion graphics and motions.
Yeah,
In
yeah.
Hollywood as well, in Hollywood as well, people, many production houses have started using AI video for B-roll. And recently there was a strike that Hollywood had to face. Many artists went on the street to protest against the incorporation of AI in the office space. And
Mm.
eventually, the big production houses came out with a statement that their jobs are not at in threat. But you never know. You never know where things will go. But let me also tell you one thing. I was just telling this to somebody just about an hour back on another podcast that I was invited on. There is a lot of hype in the AI video space and in AI in general.
Yeah.
People are over expecting things. Like even users who purchase our tool, they over expect the tool to do this will happen, that will happen. Videos will come out of thin air. I mean, I prompted and video should come. It's not so easy. What you see online in the internet, especially in marketing channels, it's all post production editing has been done. It's not like you get something out of thin air. It's just not possible as of now.
That that's really insightful there. So, Ashwin, for a developer or say a product manager who is listening right now and is inspired to build an AI powered product, so what is the first piece of advice you would give them?
First piece of advice that I would give them is go for an idea which is solving a particular problem that either you as a creator or a producer has faced it, or 10 people around you have faced it.
Hmm.
Don't go for an idea which is very sexy to listen. Oh, this is beautiful, but that should not be there. You should have an idea which is simple, but there is a problem and you have a solution to it. If you can create a startup around a problem, that will be great. That's how it should be. It should not be the other way around, that you are building something for which there's no demand. Like a very, oh, I have built a motorboat which can fly from one piece of rock to the other piece of rock. For what? I mean, stupid stuff. That should not be the case. You should do things which where you are solving a particular problem for some people or your own problem.
Yeah. Yeah.
Solve the problem. That's what it is.
Wow, that's a really great piece of advice. So, I have a personal question for you. So, what has been the most rewarding feedback that you've received from a user about how your platform has helped them communicate or tell their story?
Okay. Many. I'll give you one which happened about 2 months back. We got to know about one gentleman who was using our tool. He's an artist. So when I asked him this question, what is your use case? So he said that, Ashwin, I met with an accident about 5 years back and I lost my voice. And through vidBoard, I am able to create videos where an AI voice is explaining my artwork to my audience. So, and I really thank you for providing me this tool because it is helping me stay stable because I have got issues, psychological issues as well because I met with an accident and I cannot move.
Mm,
I can only use my hands and I can't walk. I can't speak. So
yeah.
that was really moving and that was really moving. And secondly, one user wanted to create a talking head of one of his grandfathers whom he had never seen. So he uploaded a front facing photograph of his grandfather and vidBoard could animate and make it speak. So the grandfather came alive. So that's something that, we could do and we're quite happy about it. There are
All
many
right.
stories. This is just one of a couple of that popped into my head and I'm just sharing with you.
Indeed, those were actually, great, fantastic, and rewarding feedbacks. So, in your work, which is about using AI to unlock new forms of human expression and communication, so what does the word innovation truly mean to you?
Word innovation means keep it simple, solve a problem,
Hmm.
and come out with a solution which is simple to understand and simple to comprehend. Innovations all across the world, whichever innovation has succeeded, they're quite simple. or simple problems and solutions, and stick to that. That's how it should be. It should not be, like a simple problem is that once I'm a foodie, so I'm going to speak something about food. So
Yeah.
we all know McDonald's. We all know
Yeah.
McDonald's. McDonald's is a
Yes.
very big brand. Now McDonald's didn't invent the burger. What is it? What did they do? They invented the system, the speedy system. Now what is a speedy system? Speedy system is when you give an order, you don't have to wait for hours or minutes in front of the counter to get your burger. By the time you order, within a matter of 10 seconds, about approximately 2 minutes or 1 minute, your burger is ready. So this entire system was built. Now the system is simple if you watch all the people who are making the burger in front of you. And it is not something which is complicated. It's a simple thing, but nobody thought about it. Same way, bringing a computer to your home with a folded screen, a laptop. It's a simple thing. I want a computer which I can fold and put it in my bag. A simple problem statement. Computers are heavy to be carried along. So we need a solution which is simple.
Mm.
Let's take another example. Music, phone, camera. Earlier, what was happening? We had a camera phone, a camera. For music, we had the iPod, and for the phone, we had a BlackBerry.
Yeah.
Steve Jobs joined all these three and created the iPhone. So camera, music, and the phone. Simple thing, but you could do it because you interacted with lots and lots of people. So the more you interact with people, and since your audiences, majority of them are developers, I'm assuming. So the developer community, the biggest problem with the developer community is that they don't talk, or they are very bad at social skills. Unless and until you have great social skills and talk to people, you will understand their problems and come out with a solution. And with developers, what I found is that they all are in their own silos. So a
Yeah.
great developer is one who understands a person's problem and creates a solution out of it, not doing something without interacting with people. So go out there, talk to people, get out there and ask people their problems and come out with a solution, because only a developer can solve a problem, a technical problem. A non-technical guy cannot solve that technical problem. Only a technical guy can solve a tech problem. So that's what I would do. Go out there and talk.
Fantastic. So let's wrap things up, Ashwin, for our listeners who want to experience this technology and create their own AI videos. So where can they go to try vidBoard AI for themselves and perhaps also
They
connect
can
with you?
they can connect with me on LinkedIn. Ashwin Madhavan is my name. Just type it. I mean, you will get to know. It's there. I mean, there are not many Ashwin Madhavans out there on LinkedIn, so I'm one of them. You can just say hi to me there. And apart from that, if you want to interact with me, you can drop me an email at ashwin@vidboard.ai. And thirdly, if you want to watch what vidboard does, you can check out vidboard.ai. You can you can purchase a lifetime deal there. We are running a Black Friday lifetime deal, heavily discounted lifetime deal at the moment. Go out there and check it out and purchase and create content which is affordable and which is good.
Great. So Ashwin, it's been a really interesting and insightful conversation with you, and I am totally excited to have you on the show today.
Thank you so much, Ezekiel. Take care.